Calling on my phone and I know it's you. Don't know about my bag, but I know it's you. Crib is full of hoes, but I know it's you. Crib is full of hoes, I know this. You calling on my phone and I know it's you. Don't know about my bag, but I know it's you.
I have been a videographer, filmmaker, not really sure how to describe my job for the last few years. And I've always wondered if I should make it more official and brand myself under a production studio or an agency, or if I should just stay as a solo freelancer. I've decided this year I want to step out into the agency world and create a brand around this business. So in this series, I want to document the transition from solo entrepreneur freelancer into building an official agency, building a brand, client acquisition. Now, even just as a freelancer this week, I have a few really big projects and clients that I'm working on, so I got to get to work.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. Why calculate? You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angle. Fabricate stories.
This project has me collecting a ton of B-roll, especially drone footage, along this stretch of trail and the river valley. It'll be a voiceover narrated project, which makes shooting much easier because I basically just have to collect as much B-roll as possible. And this is kind of the dream situation where the client's giving me a ton of creative freedom, although the turnaround is very short. So I have to have this project shot and edited by the end of the week.
Manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
So one of the bigger tips that I've received in terms of just getting clients from other small business owners, from YouTube, from other videographers, is to just start with your network. So your family, your friends, other business owners that you know, other people you've worked with in the past. So that's where I got this job from. Reaching out to my own network to start. For some reason, for me, there was a barrier there. I felt like if I can't get clients outside of my network, then I won't be able to get enough to run a business. I think what's convinced me that it's worthwhile is just the idea of getting enough reps in. It never hurts to have more work under your belt. And the other thing is, every job that I do, I seem to meet more people and my network gets bigger. And so maybe this is a family friend that I'm working for this time. He's actually hiring me to help his client. And now I'm going to know that client for potential future work after that. So you never know who you're going to meet. You hear it all the time. It's all about who you know. It's all about your network. But I'm headed home now. I have a lot of editing to do for a few different clients. I really just got to get down into some editing.
Now, the rest of my projects this week were all edits. So I've either already shot it or it was just an editing project. And pretty much every night of this week involved me getting home from work and editing for 2 to 4 hours.
I'm an emotional roller coaster. We're high so high I could put bowl on a poster. But when the bread get low, like 4 loaves and a toaster. Oh, the shoulders can get cold as 10 toes in Nova Scotia. Some days I hold a grudge, some days I hold a ghoster. Some days I just ghost her. Some days I'm supposed to.
Ending the week on Friday, I delivered 2 major projects for a few clients, and it was huge for me. I use a software called Honeybook to manage contracts and invoice clients. And being able to mark the projects completed and paid feels so good. We have made it to Saturday now. I've completed a whole bunch of the freelance projects I've been working on, but this is an example of a week that I feel I'm trying to get away from. This is a perfect example of a week where I felt like a freelancer and not like an agency or a production studio. I had to work every single night this week just to manage all the work and get it all done, and I didn't have any time to work on the business itself. So you can hear I have a little bit of a cold, probably overworking a little bit. But I want to get a new website up. I want to get my brand going on this. Today, I'm figuring out my brand strategy. I'm going to call this brand Linnen Creative Studio because I don't want to be limited to video alone. I think I've landed on 2 core offers. For me, storytelling has been a skill that I've been developing for a long time, and so I want to offer brands this brand story video. I'm not sure what I'll call it yet, but basically I think if a brand has a video on the website explaining who they are and why they care about their business, I think a potential customer is a lot more likely to choose to go to them over their competition. Now, I think that can be my main offer, although that doesn't cover the issue of recurring revenue, and that's where content creation for social media is my second offer. I could set up once a month shoots, plan out all the content with them, shoot and edit it for them, and then they have a month's worth of content. Now, I need to test this with a few brands to see if it's actually a valuable offer or not. I'm not sure yet. Now, those are my 2 primary offers, but of course, as a freelancer right now, I do all sorts of video production, drone work, B-roll capture, event capture. I'm sure I still will take some gigs like those, but these I want to be my primary focus in terms of how I market my business. Now, next week, I have a lot more fun in store for the actual building of this business. I'm going to be making a website, figuring out my logo, my branding, and hopefully getting all that launched by the end of the week. I love watching these sort of behind the scenes build along series. People like Daniel Dallin or Lowe or Georgine Lowe are some of my biggest inspos right now on YouTube. And so I hope that someone likes this video and can be inspired to start their own thing as well. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'll see you next week.